I went to Atlanta, went to see The Cure with Cindy, and she vlogged the whole thing again. And I went into a huge diatribe about how I'm really cringing on seeing these because I don't like seeing anything of myself from the shoulders down, or myself from profile, or myself from the back, or I don't like to see myself existing, basically. Like, I want to take up the least amount of room possible and just yeah. Yeah, I don't know, that's only half of me. The other half is like fucking bombastic and like, yeah, I'm here. Fucking so I don't really know. There's this thing I've been thinking about. I've been on camera a lot lately in 3D, not just in this environment. I was editing some of the footage of me on stream reacting to me in YouTube videos from when I was on camera. And this is multiple levels of self-surveillance. I try to be just chill when cameras are around, especially. I've always been a ham in front of the camera. I just try not to like self-surveil way too much. But then after the fact, there's all this footage, and it's way easier for me to be really, really critical. I literally have 20 minutes of footage just at the very get-go talking on stream about how upset it makes me to see myself. And, that's the thing. I grew up on, like, female comics like Joan Rivers and stuff where it's all self-depreciating comedy. And then, I was a kid of the 90s. That's what a lot of the ironic, self-deriding comedy. So it comes really naturally to me to get my own ass, you know what I mean? So here I am with this like 20 minutes worth of footage. Do I really want to put this out into the world yet again? Because I don't do a great job of self-surveilling when I stream either. It's just kind of stream of consciousness, if you'll forgive the dad joke. I think that any enjoyment that people get out of it would be from that, right? There is authenticity there, even when I'm goofing off, even when there is production. Like, there's a certain amount of authenticity, and then therefore, for at least for some people, relatability. But I have these 20 minutes of me just talking about how much it sucks. And the only poignant part I really came to was, the reason Cindy included all this extremely hurtful footage of me is because she has absolutely no reason to think that it would be hurtful, because I'm just being me. That's just what my body looks like. That's just what I look like when I'm in the world and taking up space. I'm just being me. There's nothing wrong with being me as far as she's concerned, right? But it's the asshole in my head that's like, oh my god, oh, look at you from that angle, oh my god, ooh, and all of this stuff. And here's the thing, like, I started to ask myself, if I had a loved one that had 20 minutes of fucking footage bitching about how they looked on screen, and they asked me, should I put this back out there? I don't know what I'd say. Other than, like, why are you being so fucking hard on yourself? Like, I don't think it's okay to criticize people that I loathe on the kind of things I criticize myself on. You know what I mean? So, like, why am I being such a dick to myself, right? But of course, it's the nature of duality. Half of me thinks I'm awesome. The other half has notes. I'm self-conscious in the moment, but also, like, there is a part of me that fundamentally knows that I'm not the worst looking creature in the world. All of that intellectualizing doesn't necessarily help what's going to come out of my mouth in the moment, and it's not necessarily going to help how I feel right off the bat. But as far as like cognitive behavioral therapy techniques go, I should at least go out of my way to like kind of, I don't know, make an effort to do something to sort of correct the record. I don't actually wholly believe the things that I say when I'm self-criticizing, and other people also should not think of themselves negatively just because maybe they look like me. So there's like a whole story arc that has basically happened here, where I have not only forced myself to break isolation, though I am still not going clubbing anytime soon, still going to be masking in places where it's smart to wear a mask. Not really honest for me to say that I'm isolating now, but I'm also having to spend a lot of hours looking at myself and thinking about myself, and also thinking about what I would do if the person who's in the position I'm in was someone I loved. Like, all I can do is kind of just try to be less of a dick to myself. This critic is holding back a beast, you know. I got this ego maniac waiting to pop out at any minute, you know. So we got to keep that lion tamed, but I don't know. Now I'm just talking nonsense. But the point is, self-esteem is a constant struggle, and it always will be. And it's not just a one-way struggle. Like I said, it's sometimes I have to be like, slow down. You know, you're not that fucking hot shit. Like, calm down. But I admit, 9 times out of 10, it is me, you know, kind of beating myself up. So I'm being nicer to myself, but also part of being nicer to myself is not just being nicer to myself mentally, but even if it hurts, I think I'm gonna have to start strapping on the brace and starting to like take little walks around the apartment complex or something. I don't know. Because the last year of not being very mobile, and a future of limited mobility with a possibility of that becoming less limited, I think I gotta do something about that, which I'm not very thrilled about. Long story short, editing sucks and is terrible, and I wish someone that loved me would edit all of this for me, but I guess the moral is that that's gonna have to be me, and therefore I'm gonna have to love myself. And that's a really sick, twisted way to trick yourself into being nice to yourself, which is a mean thing to say.